Last night, I decided that I wanted to have a productive self-care day today. And I say productive in quotes because I don't want you to watch this and associate self-care with being productive. Self-care can look like so many different things to so many different people, including myself. Sometimes it looks like yesterday, where I sat on the couch for about 3 to 4 hours reading 100 pages of my favorite new book. Sometimes it looks like prioritizing solo time. Sometimes it looks like reprioritizing your friends and social gatherings. Sometimes it looks like a skincare routine. Sometimes it looks like not obsessing over a skincare routine. Self-care is truly subjective and what you feel like you need for your mind, body, or soul at that time and place. If you watch my previous vlogs, you might know that I'm a fairly laid-back person in regards to schedules. I really try not to stress out about being productive, but some days I love to practice a little bit more discipline. So I do have a goal of what I'd like to get done today. Thankfully, I was able to do the first thing, which is wake up early. I woke up at about 7:15 this morning. And the second thing is to go for a run, which I haven't done in quite a while. I usually just squeeze in a little bit of a cardio session at the gym, but now that the weather is warming up a little bit, I'm excited to get outside and running, really trying to build up that endurance for longer distance running. I've never been much of a runner, and it's always been a small source of insecurity for me. In the last year, I've really been wanting to work on that, specifically for my lung capacity and my health. I feel like the cardio just does me a lot of good, and it's also exciting to have a goal towards working toward my performance instead of focusing too much on losing weight or any other type of body related goals. Basically, since I know I'm not very good at it, it excites me to feel like I can work towards getting better at it. So I'm gonna head out and do that now, and then I will check back in with you later to tell you more of our plans for the day. Before I go, I'm actually gonna download a new audiobook because I finished the Britney Spears one and I'm wanting to start a new one. I think I'm gonna do Down the Drain by Julia Fox. Lately, I've just been preferring audiobooks over podcasts, and I've heard really good things about this book, so I'm excited.
Time. It's like I'm seeing this place through brand new eyes. And after...
All right, so my goal is to run half a mile, which I know is literally like the lowest metric goal possible. But as someone who doesn't run, I personally would be very satisfied with that. So we'll see. Let's get this bread. This is why I like to set realistic goals so that I can feel like an overachiever after. I was able to do 0.7 of a mile, so. I am just getting ready right now to go to a coffee shop and do some work. I'd like to start editing this video, do some budgeting for March, and also just check in on my February goals as well. I haven't gone to a coffee shop to work in a long time, especially since I got laid off, because coffees and matchas out here are like $8. And to be honest, I'm still working up the attention span to work in a coffee shop. As someone who has no further education after high school, I don't have much experience studying in public spaces, and so sometimes it really is like an exercise for me, and I enjoy it. There are times when I'm really able to get in the zone, and then other times where I'm just so distracted. Here they just get very loud, rowdy, filled with dogs, sometimes children, and I always just find myself preferring to work in the peace and quiet of my own apartment. So today though, we are gonna get out. Even though the weather is not the cutest, I still find that getting out of my house and just finding an excuse to get ready, wear a cute outfit, always lifts my spirits a little bit. The coffee shop that I'm going to is fairly new, and they have really good food. And then, oh, for my run, I was able to run 0.8 of a mile, which I'm super proud of. I don't really know or care if I'm any good yet, to be honest. I'm just focusing more on posture because I don't want to get any more pain in my body since I already deal with some. I think that I'm doing a fairly good job. I know that you're supposed to ever so gently lean forward. If anyone watching is a runner, I would genuinely appreciate any resources or tips and suggestions. Right now, my biggest dilemma is trying to find a way to bring my water with me because I have a heavy ass Walla Target water bottle, and I was able to buy a belt to put like my phone and my keys in, but I have nowhere to put my water bottle in. I'm thinking I'm just gonna have to buy a specific lightweight water bottle and possibly put it on like an armband. But again, if you have any suggestions, drop your affiliate link. I think that the rest of the day is gonna be fairly chill and homebodied. I am just planning on editing, cleaning, and reading. That's my main goal. I am, what's the opposite of a reading rut? Like, just really into it right now, which I'm super proud of because that was something I wanted to get back into this year. So I'm trying to ride out that momentum wave of inspiration and encouragement. And right now I'm reading Just Kids by Patti Smith, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm like 100 pages in, and I would really love to finish it by the end of this week. And then tonight, Zach and I are gonna make an exciting new recipe that I actually got inspiration from one of my favorite YouTubers, Alia Zaita. But I know that originally the recipe was popularized by Molly Bass. It is a gingery chicken and rice soup. It looks very light and refreshing, but satisfying at the same time. So we're wanting to try that out tonight, and I'm super excited to try a new recipe. Trying new recipes for me as a foodie and cooking lover is very much a form of self-care. Just being in the kitchen is a very meditative and mindful experience, and I love getting creative and just getting to try new cuisines and new recipes. Super simple makeup. You can definitely tell that I have day 2.5 with a workout in hair. I tried to refresh it with dry shampoo, and I did the best I could, but I might have to do a little bit more or at least put a clip in. But right now I'm gonna film an outfit reel. If you want to see the outfit details, please follow me on Instagram, same handle, Aware with Alex, and I will check back in with you later. Literally the best tuna sandwich ever. It is currently 1:18 and we came back from the coffee shop so that Zach can get started on grocery shopping. I'm honestly so grateful that Zach prefers to go grocery shopping over me. I think a huge part of it is because I get a little bit carried away with the snacky snacks. So he's both faster and just a lot more efficient and better at sticking to the budget. Our brunch was pretty heavy, so I'm not feeling very hungry right now. We went to this newer cafe here in San Diego and they have just the most delicious food. I originally came across them because their Turkish eggs were quite popular, but unfortunately they don't have them on the menu right now. They have a rotating menu. However, I went the other day with a friend of mine and got to try their tuna sandwich. It was legitimately both the best tuna sandwich and I think the best sandwich that I've ever had in my life. Maybe I have low standards, but they just add this really good olive tapenade, like this olive paste with arugula, and it is just really high quality fish and bread. It's amazing. The sun also came out, so I'm very happy about that. And we did some budgeting over at the coffee shop for March. If you don't know, I am very big into consistent budgeting. I've been doing it for about 2 years. And then after the coffee shop, I dropped off 3 rolls of film that I have had just hanging around since November. And I'm honestly super excited to finally get them developed. If you have shot with film, then you know the feeling of forgetting what shots you even took on the camera, and getting them is just such a lovely surprise. I also love shooting film as a hobby. I have an Instagram page where I post all of my film content. It's Alright Cool Guy if you're interested and if you like film. But while we were there, Zach spotted this and he bought it for us. It's a really cool San Diego film community sign, which I think is just so neat. I haven't looked through it all the way yet, but I did skim it and it's honestly very impressive. I just talked about this in my last video, but I went to the bookstore recently looking for Film for Her by Orion, Carlotto, and I was pretty disappointed in the images and just the book overall. But I was very impressed by a lot of the images in this sign, so I'm super excited to go through it. And it's just essentially a collection of film photography from different San Diego locals. I think this would be a really cute addition to our coffee table. It's a crazy shot.
Lately, my monkey mind is turning over. All the times that knock me off my swing, the break in the chain link. Lately, I'm trying to find some kind of closure, spinning circles at the roller rink. I could walk or skate around, but I am back where I came from. But then it came as a surprise, a pebble found in my pocket. Hey girl, you're good now. Don't try to stop it. But now it happens all the time. I'm back at the starting line. Years of I'm back at the starting line.
That always feels so embarrassing, even though I'm alone. Colossal towering buildings cast shadows that too, but not in an insignificant way. Smoke. $50. $50. Hustle around isn't part of some grand dance. I think that this recipe is going to be a soup game changer for me, mostly because Zach and I eat rice like almost every single day, and I'm just not into having wet chickens, like creamy chickens, because usually it's a little bit too heavy for me, and I feel like this is just the perfect warm broth, but it's also quite refreshing. I've already tried the chicken, and since it was poached in the broth, it has so much flavor already, so I think this is going to be absolutely delicious.